Okay, to start it off the communion, I like to share a little bit, more than a little bit, about my testimony, my personal testimony. And my testimony is like, previously I need to make a decision, and Jesus has put a desire in me, I would say, a desire since I'm teenager, secondary school. I'm now older just a bit. And then that time until now, it takes many years until now. And then now is the time like Jesus asking me to make this decision. He tell me like, okay, get out and then go to what you love to do. Okay, go to what you love to do. So I asked the Lord like, what is it? This one very kintio. Because I don't see any possibility, I don't see any much future, I would say, for this decision I'll be making. Even though some people are doing it and then they get prosperous, they get what do you say? Successful, yeah, successful, and then they get successful. But for me, I would like that is a very minor, and then it seems like a mission impossible for me. But then it's very long time already lah, like very many years after that. So this time round, Jesus asked me to get out and then go into that area. Then I was like, Jesus, are you serious? Are you serious? And that time, a lot of doubting, a lot of worry comes out in me because you know there is a lot of like what if doubting around here and there. And then so I listened to sermon, and then one of the sermons said like, okay, you need to meditate. And I'm like, okay, how? Okay, meditate. And then sometimes and then you know my brain is very limited space one. So whenever I get a verse, and then a verse like so many words, I cannot memorize it all. I can memorize only like the front 2-3 words, then after that I forgot already, like very limited. So one time I asked the Lord like, Lord, what is the shortest Bible verse in the Bible? And then it shows like the Bible verse like Jesus cried. And I was like, Jesus, are you going to ask me to meditate Jesus cried, like every day meditate Jesus cried? Like change word. I don't want that word. Like that word cannot. Then after that I was thinking like, how am I going to meditate? And I was so hard to meditate, you know, like so long word. And then I was like, one of the day I asked God like, how about one word? Like just give me one word will do. At least something that I can focus on when I start to worry, when I start to like what if. So the first word that He have gave me is believe. So I don't know much about this belief thingy, but at first, so I was like, okay, how? Okay, believe. Okay. So whenever I daydreaming while driving or doing other thing, and I like started to have a lot of doubting, a lot of worry, a lot of stress starting to like like coming out. So I said, okay, believe. I bring the word out, believe, and I just like, okay, believe, and then believe what? And then like whatever Bible verses that you can remember is, Jesus is for you and He is not against you. Believe Jesus is for you and not against you. Believe that Jesus wanted to bless you. Believe that Jesus is for you. Believe that He loves you very, 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 very much. And then slowly, this thing doesn't happen one day or 2 days. Sometimes I meditate one word, only one word. Sometimes can be day, sometimes can be week, sometimes can be month, until you already sian now. Then you ask God, second word, this one already very boring already. Then you go ahead to meditate one word. So that time, a lot of like what if come up. And then this one I believe you also can try sendiri one, because when you are looking at yourself, especially when you are looking at yourself, there is always stress stirs up, and then worry stirs up, and then a lot of what is come up, and then you will stress and look into yourself and no longer Christ. And so by meditating this word, believe, or other word that you can have, and then it turns out to be how Jesus looked at you. Through the lens of Christ, I see how Jesus looked at me. And then comes to the verse. Okay. And Jesus is so full, right? He is so graceful, right? So let us read together. For you know the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, that he was rich, yet for your sake he became poor, that you through his poverty might become rich. Full stop. That time I am so worried about my future. Like what if here, what if there, what if here, what if there. So when I got this word, like somewhere, somehow in my memory, I only have the piece by piece word, like, though he was rich, yet for my sake he became poor. And I was like, okay Lord. One of the what if, I believe like everyone here does, is the financial what if. So I asked God, like, okay Lord, what if after a few months later, what if this, what if that? And then he brings me back to the Christ. He said, Jesus, though he was rich, yet for your sake he became poor, that you through his poverty might become rich. He already died at the cross. He already resurrected from the cross. And because of the cross, we can make rich. And then how we become rich is really looking at him. And we as a children, we as a child, I know like we will say like, Jesus, you in heaven ma, I'm on earth ma. I'm physical, you not physical ma, you invisible. How can you relate this to me? And then I thank God that today I found this verse. Like previously I don't know this verse. I didn't read this verse one, and then now I found it. I'm like so happy this morning. And the verse 10, let us read together. And in this I give advice. It is to your advantage not only to be doing what you began and were desiring to do a year ago. Here I don't put a year ago. It can be like many years ago, few months ago, that it still keep in your heart and like every time you think about it, it somehow turns out to you like, I enjoy. It can be your dream, it can be your future, it can be whatever. Doesn't mean that you are, it doesn't apply to whatever age range you are in, it always applies to you. I believe that everyone here have a desire in your heart for years. Next slide. But now, you also must complete the doing of it, that as there was a readiness to desire it, so there also may be a completion out of what you have. For if there is first a willing mind, it is accepted according to one has, and not according to what he has not have. Because you have the desire. Because you have the desire and you're willing for it. And that's why you will like go back. Like no matter how many times you giving yourself an excuse like, oh, that one won't be successful lah, that one cannot. But in your heart you still like keep on desiring, no matter what it is. As long as it burdens your heart, it makes your heart happy, makes your heart sad, makes you think about it for many times, many years. Heart by heart, you still need to come back to it and then deal with it and then go with it. And I'm so thankful that I found this verse. Actually, it already written in the Bible for so long time already. And then one time, Jesus led me to look at children, like how children react. You know, parents, especially parents, why you want to give birth? You give birth to your child, and before she is born or he is born, you already prepare all the setup. You already prepare her future, thinking like, oh, I need to save money for them to go to school lah, for college lah, and then you even prepare the bed lah and everything for her or he. And then it's so special. And then Jesus asked me to look at the children. I don't understand why need to look at the children. Look at the children, okay. So, and then it brings me to the Genesis. God created Adam to let Adam to enjoy the earth. Correct. And then to enjoy his creation, including the parents right now, you give birth to your children is because you want them to enjoy their life. So I was like, oh my goodness, Jesus, life have so many stress lah, pressure lah, and then in between halfway, we're thinking like, okay, we want to give up lah, here and there lah, like whatever crossing our minds. But you know what? Everyone has different kind of depression. Everyone have different level of stress, happiness, joy, you name it, and you have it. And Jesus experienced it all. It's just a different circumstances and different level of it only. But most of all, Jesus created this earth. This creation is for you to enjoy His creation. I'm asking Lord one day, I was like, I'm telling Lord Jesus one day, like, Jesus, one day if I meet you in heaven, like it happens to, and I want you to ask me a question, like, hey, how's life in the earth? And then I like to tell Jesus, like, okay, God, I fully experienced and I enjoyed your creation. Like that's why you are here, you know, that's why you are here. Of course, life you've been through up and down, up and down, up and down, of course. But knowing that He love you very, very, very much, that whenever you ups and down, He is always with you. And that's why we can come boldly to Him and say, Jesus, thank you for loving me so much. And Jesus, thank you that I'm going through a stress right now. Jesus, thank you I'm going through a bad day, like stupid day, nonsense day, an unproductive day, or whatever day, because you know he know you. Not that He don't know you. He go to your future and He go to your backwards, and then He go to your presence and He check on you and He love you, and even your darkest day that you think in your life, He is still with you. And that's why you can come to Him like, Jesus, I'm so sad right now, I'm so sad. But then knowing that He loves you very, very, very much, knowing that He loves you very much. Next slide. For it pleased the Father that in Him all the fullness should dwell. The fullness. And by Him to reconcile all things to Himself. By Him, whether things on earth or things in heaven, having met through the blood of His cross. And then the word by Him over there is referring to the next slide. For He Himself is our peace, who has made both one, and has broken down the middle wall of separation. And that's why we can come boldly to Him, because Jesus has died at the cross. Correct? Correct. And then He Himself is the peace. So whenever we come to church, we chew on Him, we listen to Him, even though maybe we sometimes feel nothing at all. But He is there. Keep on listening, keep on believing, and keep on know that He is for you and not against you. If there is a miracle that you're asking for, a miracle you will receive. If you are asking for something other thing, ask for it and you shall receive. And He will give you more than you can imagine, exceeding your imagination. And that is His promise, not me. Thanks. Okay. Giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in the light. He has delivered us from the power of darkness and conveyed us into the kingdom of the Son of His love. Because of this, in whom we have redemption through His blood, the forgiveness of sin. We can come boldly to Him, and then when you are ready, you partake. And then, sorry I took so long.